am getting coffee talking, and then just getting yoga on. I'm getting that over an hour of power in me, you know. So I'm definitely sleep deprived. No big deal. Pretty glad I got up at just before 5 a.m. Not so proud of myself for going to bed after midnight, but that's definitely gotta change. But I gotta get a lot of stuff in. Get connected with YouNow, and kind of give you a little bit of a recap and update on how things went this weekend, and then we get to do some power yoga together. So, first off, I was talking about last time that I took the exam to be a mail carrier, which I know it sounds like not a big deal to most people, and it's kind of like, I want to be a trash man, I don't know. Anyway, it just feels right that it's something I should do right now, and oh my goodness, I have got to be able to take care of myself, or else I'm close to just wearing myself, to the ground, which is not, which is literally. Okay, so, let's see. I'm pretty sure that my score is just fine. I knew what to expect on the first part. I'm pretty sure, perfect score on that. But, that's the only thing I really, even knew what the questions were going to be like. And there's, 5 sections or whatever. And the last part, if you ever take the 473E, is horrible. You have to memorize, the street addresses and which category it's in. It gives you, A, B, C, or D. And you have to memorize, which range of numbers, from the hundreds to the thousands, and it can be any number, so it could be, 2 Southwest Boulevard, or whatever, or it could be to 2359 Cleveland Boulevard, or something, or Avenue, and all those little things are really important, and then there's, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but if you ever take it, practice the last section, and don't practice that first one. That was super easy. But maybe it was because I practiced that one. So, my score is 84, and then I've been reading everywhere that you have to get, at least a 70, and so, hopefully the 84 was cool, and I just get that interview in very soon and start soon. My mom was saying that, taxes are due January 1st, and those kind of got effed up, and she's, worried about she's going to jail, and I'm worried that I'll go to jail, just because, to survive what you do. So, the test is over. It was a cloudy, rainy day. We had to drive over an hour. Glad that my mom took me, and then glad that we were able to get some dinner together. I was still freaking out, and I stayed up until 4 a.m. with the nerves about just jumping all over the place, which is weird because I usually have good self-control when it comes to that sort of deal. I can just kind of be chill, even in a test, I don't get too much test anxiety. But that day I just kind of felt out of control when it comes to being able to control my anxiety. And I'm still kind of coming with that as I have the interview coming up. Hopefully, that's just the nerves. Once I get it sealed in, then I think I won't have to have such a roller coaster of experienced nervousness. Oh, what if this doesn't work out? crap. So yeah, and then this morning I did my reading, and I didn't want to like just like sit here and read to you, but it's always good to like start off with exercise or whatever. So I'm like exercising the mind, because I kind of have to get into some things and get some things done before I can really get into like a power exercise session. So that's why like power yoga comes in mid-morning, and also because like it's still freaking dark outside. What time is it? 10 a.m. almost. Well, partly because it's going to be that way all day, cloudy, but also daylight savings time, short days, winter. It's super cold out, like, anyway, so I try to wait for at least it should be a little warmer. Okay, so not yawning. So anyway, I was in chapter 2 today of the startup way, because obviously I want to start up my party yoga business, which is like hosting different instead of like hosting a Mary Kay party, we can still do makeovers in it and maybe even sell products, but it would really be, you know, like if it's like a bachelorette party or couples like bonding type deal, or just like a birthday party, or just like something for the kids that's fun, but basically like teach yoga and have like different little party favors. Maybe like they can create their own, I don't know how it would work, but like yoga mats, you know, like some kind of design. Maybe just get like all white ones and permanent markers, I don't know. And I want to have, I mean, I'm still in the stage of avoiding really developing that too far, because I want to lock in this, consider that, this, the day job. Right now it's the mail carrier. I wish it was like this. You know, that's what I'm on here for. But I definitely need more fans, way more, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Gosh, ADD. Where was I? I don't know. Just talking about the business. Still kind of in the makings of presenting it to, hopefully I'll need a partner, because I see the ADD that I just am. I'm not very good about like getting back to people, or like, you know, keeping things that I don't want to do done, or that I can't focus on, especially like at a computer. Gosh, I need to rearrange my room so I'm not sitting, because I have like a higher one I could put this up on, so I can be like standing, which would be way better. Sitting on my exercise ball. Right now I'm just kind of like moving all around. Anyway, so when I was reading this morning, it was talking about the missing part of entrepreneurship. So it just talks about like when there's like the so-called born entrepreneur or whatever, or that one or a couple of people that want to build something that goes global. And are they always going to stay the entrepreneurs of that company, and always going to stay the idea generator and control influencers of that entire global company? And that's kind of the way it goes now. When really the authors are talking about that needs to change. That every single employee has to have that entrepreneurship role. And so everyone involved in the making or the existence of this either product or whatever it is that consists of the company, it has to have input by everybody, top to bottom, and not just like ideas and creativity, but like direction and flow. And then it also talks about how you got to experiment where you can, where if you lose and you fail at what you're going to try to change, it's not going to like be the very end of of your company or your startup. It's just going to be like something that it's a little setback, but you learn from it. So you gotta find where you can kind of take the risk and where you really shouldn't. So I'm still kind of getting my mind wrapped around that part. But anyway, so this isn't so much a spiritual reading that I always want to start my day off with. It is what I am getting through to write my book review, and then I'll get a new one. And I mean, it's not so bad. It really fits, and I need to get as much in as I can of it as I think about party yoga in my own little business. See how Amber's creative mind and everything in there, and it's just not going to be me and her. I mean, think about this. This is going to go big, but right now it would be, just the two of us, and if anybody else wants to come in, I can definitely use some help. I don't know. I'm a terrible, marketer, or if it's just me involved, I don't even care if I let myself down, or I, will and get mad at myself. But if it's someone else, I'm not letting them down. It just makes it more fun, too. So that's the deal. Hopefully got the day job with the paycheck and something that fits my personality, kind of always up and going place. No carrier, you know what I'm saying? So, it'd be sweet, cross your fingers, interview comes soon, and then I just get it done and get in there. And get it rolling. There are a few things that I, try to keep track of that I totally need, and I need to make, an online purchase today with what little I have, but it's very necessary. I need to start scanning and keeping track of things, but my scanner won't work without black ink. So the black ink thing is definitely a necessity. Gotta get cat food, coconut oil, tea. I'm down to my last 2 hand warmers. I gotta use those today. And I have what's called Raynaud's syndrome or whatever. I don't know. My aunt has it. She's the one who kind of told me about it. It's where, your extremities get extremely cold. And, I turn blue and they turn white and I lose feeling and everything. And sometimes it's not even that cold. And it doesn't really have to do with, the body fat thing or anything either. It's circulation. It's that way if I was 50 pounds heavier. So I definitely need, with the gloves, I need to make sure that they are, waterproof, because I don't know if you see my yoga videos now, those gloves are ridiculous. I gotta get my protein, and hats, because, everything I owned, I stupidly, had in my car that was repossessed. So now I ain't got much, which is why I wear the same thing every day, which is, our washing machine is still broke. So right now the bathtub is full of clothes sitting in laundry detergent, and I forgot how much of a mistake it is to try to fill the entire tub, because getting our dryer thankfully works, but the clothes are soaking. You pick them up and they're just so heavy and dripping with water, and you can try to wring them up as much as you can, but I mean, just the trip downstairs, we get big puddles because you know what I'm saying. That's why a big salad spinner. Did I have that on here? No, it's definitely important. And big purchases I want to make. I definitely need a new computer someday. I can start researching that and actually think it could be a reality, with the day job coming true. But if not, I just need to forget about it. I definitely need a patio heater, but for now I'm stealing electricity during the week. I can't do it on weekends. but from a neighbor, and using this one I got from Dave's, which is a thrift store for veterans, but I think I got it pretty cheap. And a lot of times it doesn't work. It's pretty gross. So that's what I have out there, like that big, like, long grill looking thing. So I'm going to do that today as well. High 49. I mean, not too bad, but better safe than sorry. I don't want to have to come back in, you know, like too early. God, I love staying out there over an hour and just like the entire time. And man, I added more to my I'll call it the Sarah sun salutation, or Surya Namaskara, like Surya Namaskar Sarah. But it's basically A and B. They're ancient, you know, the sun salutations. You do 5 of each every single time, no matter what. Alright, so I got that down packed. I even added in my own like push-ups where I could. So I was like, I gotta step it up, and so I added in more of a vinyasa flow with warrior sequences, so like, all that, and so I've explained that with the warriors and everything. But then I've also added in the chair and twisting sequence to it. So the chair is Utkatasana, but basically the Utkatasana, and then the deep lunge with the twist and grasp behind the back. So that going with the flow. And with Surya Namaskaras, I mean, it's like the sun salutations. Every time you change asanas or poses, you are either breathing in or you're breathing out. So you're moving with your breath. So it's like inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So that's like the control of the movement. And it's also, I realize that like I'm holding my breath a lot. And so I think that like yoga makes me breathe. Like it gives me life. Because I have to I have to breathe, because that's the pace of my movement. I'm not going to move, you know? So that's kind of cool if you think about it. But the only thing is the downward dog is that what you hold 5 breaths on each sun salutation or Surya Namaskar. I don't know where I'm throwing these quotes in, but when I use Sanskrit or the yoga words for it, that's when I think those quotes are necessary. But I'll always, you know, throw in the English form of it as well. So that's where that is. Yeah, the mom actually got out of the house, and she got out of here about 6:30. So I helped her out the door, and then, I mean, I've been working on the trash and stupid clothes, and you know, got my gratefulness in for the day. Haven't really been posting much on my blog and all that kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm just like, I just want to stay clear in the head, and I'm pretty sure I can like easily get that stuff done once I get a whole bunch of weight off my shoulders and just like seal in that position with the federal government. Being a mail carrier, come on. God, that would be way more than I make now. I'm making 20 today. But I'm grateful for that, but I get to walk the dogs at 1. So, yeah, the gratefulness is, I'm just grateful it's a new week. I mean, still in those challenges. I know got a lot of catching up to do. When it comes to it, I'm gonna get a lot of things right by the end, and, you know, just give it my best shot. But it's week number 10, day 64, I believe. Yeah. Because the first day of a week 10 is a 64. I like 64 because my favorite number is 8, because it looks like the G, and I like grace, that word, because like grace God. Hey. So yeah, it's the 64 square root of 8, so it's a good day. It doesn't even matter. You must have a weird thing about the days and numbers and all that superstition kind of weird stuff. That doesn't matter. So, yeah, so that's the gratefulness part. I've got my schedule down. I always am like, I'm going to share it and post it and all that kinds of stuff. And I haven't really been, like, I gotta hit it first. And I gotta just, like, get it right. I'm pretty sure I've got, like, the template and everything right. And by the hour, what needs to be done, what's going on. And I don't have to, like, stay true to the exact minute. Like, oh, right at 9 o'clock, I am going to be broadcasting Coffee Talk. But I need to be getting closer and closer and closer to it. And I did today, which is kind of cool. Got my writing in, all that kind of stuff. Got the bulletproof coffee going on around that time, but the structure of it isn't how I want it yet. Obviously, I'm just rambling on here, giving you a little bit of a recap and what's going on, like, up in here. Just a bunch of just bouncing off the wall stuff. But I'm a huge fan, or I used to be. I don't watch it now even. Maybe I should. But Saturday Night Live used to be a big deal. For, like, when I was living with the rest of my family and stuff. And they had Coffee Talk, which I really loved, which was like a morning show, but he was actually, because it was Murray, I don't know, the guy off Austin Powers. And he used to wear a wig and the glasses, and he would do Coffee Talk, and he would talk like this. Well, I can't do the accent. I think it's like a New Jersey accent or something. But it'd be cool to have guests on and schedule and stuff. So if anybody wants to do the guest thing, hop aboard. I love having guests on here. I've definitely had some great ones. But and then I also kind of wanted to do, the gratefulness is like the Target lady. Oh God, I love that one. That skit has the lady from shoot. The Bachelorette movie. She's the friend. I don't remember. But y'all should really know Target lady. And she's like, oh my gosh, we have that in stock. She's a cashier. She's like, all right, I just ate half an almond, and now I can go get, the whatever's new back there. All right. And she just gets so excited about the little things. So I love that one too. So yeah, I got a lot of that putting together and stuff. Got a lot of inventory of what I have. Gotta get that put together. Because right now it is pretty unorganized. Got a lot of couponing. And gotta get to Sam's to drop off some scripts. And they have this thing called the Higgy, which does like a whole bunch of your like health stats. And I need to go through that. And that just kind of as a progress update to the challenges, kind of is a definite computerized. I can see like the date and time I do it. You can't really rely on it unless, when it takes your weight or whatever, you're not sitting with your feet off the ground type deal. I don't know, it's silly. I want to weigh more, so I should have someone sit on top of me. Anyway. So, yeah, I was like, I'm going to be prepared for yoga. And I do this, like, right before, so I'm getting out there. I can just, like, get right into it. I just have to turn on my other laptop. And sometimes I got potty. But really, it's just, like, getting out there, getting my 58 monkey walks in. And then we're getting strong, we're getting it on. And getting into it hardcore. So I don't take yoga really lightly. I don't take it hatha style. I don't do it just to do it, I'm like, I love it. And if I'm going through, like, a lot of pain in life, a lot of stress, whatever, usually yoga's just a million times better, too. And I get more into it just because, like, I like to transfer that pain and then, like, I don't like to transfer, like, into physical pain, but into, like, physical challenge and strength. And so I just kind of like feel it leave as I, that asana gets accomplished or whatever. So like a really challenging one just on my, inversion or something. Doing that, and even though like if it hurts real bad or something, then I know after that series it just is like a release of tension and the release of the pain. So that's pretty cool. But okay, so someone just asked me, always triggered. I don't know what that means. Oh wait, always triggered. I get it. Okay, so if I want to do a quick German challenge, I'm part German, so we'll see how I do. Go for it. What is that challenge? I gotta get my booty on the yoga mat. But I want to see what you have to say about this challenge and if I can do it. Okay. I can't even read English that well, like pronunciate and everything. So, okay, I'll do it. Let's see. I'm gonna like probably say it the French style because that's all I know. Okay. Zoran Garrick hat skral get full uter. How'd I do? I don't think I did that bad. And what does that mean? Oh, you probably just made me say something really bad. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think that I was saying something I didn't know. I hope not. And if I did, I apologize because I didn't know. Okay. Oh, so I really hope it's not bad because you have it on my wall. But let me know what it means and if I did alright. Okay, so probably gave you a good laugh because I did terrible. But anytime I feel like I did something like decent, or whatever, like I did a decent job at it, that's usually when I fail. So oh well. It's cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm gonna go do yoga and I'm just gonna do it. So sorry I gotta end. But yoga's way better to watch anyway and learn from. So peace out. Fan me up. I fan you. Love ya.